What's happening, people? I hope you're all well. So, in this crime report, I'm going to talk about a woman from South Korea called, let's get the name, Jung Yo Jung. And she was a true crime enthusiast, and she ended up killing a woman. And it was because she was trying out a murder. That's what that's what has been reported. She was fixated with the idea of trying out a murder, and she had an obsession for true crime, which is horrific. This is absolutely horrific, and my thoughts and prayers and condolences go out to the woman who passed away, and not only her, but also her family and everyone that knew her. So the report that I'm reading from the BBC, which I will put a link for in the description, reads as follows. A South Korean court has given a life sentence to a true crime fan who told police she murdered a stranger out of curiosity. Jung Yo Jung, 23, had been obsessed with crime shows and novels and scored highly on psychopath tests, police said. Fixated with the idea of trying out a murder, she used an app to meet an English language teacher, stabbing her to death at her home in May. The brutal killing shocked South Korea. Prosecutors had asked for the death penalty, a request typically reserved for the gravest of offences. They told the court that Jung, an unemployed loner who lived with her grandfather, had looked for victims for months using an online tutoring app to find a target. She contacted more than 50 people and favoured women, asking them if they conducted their lessons at home. In May, posing as the mother of a high school student who needed English lessons, she contacted the 26-year-old victim who lived in the southeastern city of Busan. The southeastern city of Busan. Her identity has not been disclosed by police. Jung then showed up at the tutor's house dressed in a school uniform she had bought online, prosecutors said. After the teacher let her in, she attacked the woman, stabbing her more than 100 times, continuing the frenzied attack even after the victim had died. She then dismembered the woman's body and took a taxi ride home to dump some of the remains in the remote parkland near a river north of Busan. She was arrested after the taxi driver tipped off police about a customer who had dumped a blood-soaked suitcase in the woods. Police said Jung's online browsing history showed she had researched for months on how to kill and how to get rid of a body. But she was also careless, police said, and took no effort to avoid CCTV cameras which captured her entering and leaving the tutor's home several times. On Friday, a sentencing judge in the Busan District Court said the killing had spread fear in society that one can become a victim for no reason, and incited a general distrust among the community. Jung, who confessed to the crime in June, pleaded for a more lenient sentence, saying she had suffered hallucinations and other mental disorders at the time. But the court rejected her argument as the crime had been carefully planned and carried out, and it is difficult to accept her claim of mental and physical disorder. They noted that her statements to police had frequently changed. Initially, Jung said she had only moved the body after someone else killed the woman, then later claimed that the killing had occurred as a result of an argument. In the end, she confessed that her interest in committing a murder had been piqued by crime or piqued by crime shows and TV programs. She confessed that her interest in committing a murder had been piqued by crime shows and TV programs. While South Korea retains the death penalty, it has not carried out an execution since 1997. Obviously, it's horrific, and it just goes to show that you can't let things influence you in a certain type of way. It shows you that you cannot let things get to you. So, most people who watch true crime are going to watch it, see it for what it is, take the lessons. I know that I myself have taken the lessons, you know, to sometimes just walk away from a situation. Yeah, in the heat of the moment, you're going to be annoyed. You're going to think to yourself, well, why would I let someone talk to me like that? Why? But then if you actually just walk away, then you know you keep your life, you keep your freedom in many instances, and you don't let things escalate. So you can take true crime in two different ways. You can take it in a positive way where you say, you know, I'm going to learn from the lessons of these cases, or you can take it in a negative light, and it can almost feed into a pre-existing urge to do wrong. And obviously, many people, depending on how you take it, can often be related to how predisposed you are to certain characteristical traits. But for the majority of people who watch true crime, they're going to watch it, learn from the lessons, and hopefully not repeat the same mistakes. So this is very sad. Once again, my thoughts, prayers, and condolences go out to the victim and her loved ones. So what do you make of what's been spoken about here? Let me know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I make a new video. If you appreciate my work and want to leave a donation so I can invest more into the channel, then there's a link for that in the description also. And with that, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.